Next book I'm starting to read right here, Think and Grow Rich. Complete original edition, plus bonus material. It's going to be my second time reading this. I read book five times now at least before moving on to the next one. But what's going on though, y'all? It's your boy Lil Show 2.0, the business prophet himself. And today we're going to talk about how to slice up a whole pie. So this is for people who really want to, but I want you to stop looking at the whole pie as a whole. I want you to start looking at it actually as slices, as 8 slices instead of one pie. So it kind of started before, as I previously talked about me building a reading lifestyle. My New Year's resolution was to read 1 book a week, right? Knowing me, I really wasn't much of a reader. Although people will always say, Los, you're so smart, this, that, and the third. That wasn't the case. I just paid attention. But I never liked reading. That was always my older brother and older sister's thing. They read both all the Harry Potter books and scored top in the state test thing and all that stuff like that. They were the smart ones. I honestly just paid attention. But I'm a lazy person. It's good, but it's bad. I'm lazy in the fact that I like to find easier ways to do things. Like, I work hard in order to make it easier. So reading books was not my type of thing. But my thing was, I was always on social media looking at social media posts and reading them. But I wouldn't be able to finish a whole book on 300 plus pages. And it's kind of sad, but it definitely taught me something. Social media is so easy to read because it's all bunched up into little captions or little tweets and quick little things. And you notice yourself reading a whole bunch of little excerpts, and then next thing you know, it's an hour. You know what I mean? That's the strength of social media. And it really just keeps reminding me of how you should look at the slices rather than look at the whole pizza. Instead of trying to jump straight to reading that 1 book a week, I started with reading just 1 chapter a day. It wasn't 1 book a week, it ended up being a book a month or a book every couple weeks, but I was still reading, taking those little small steps. You can even go a step further than that. My little brother, he absolutely hated reading, but he was reading 1 page a day. Just to build up, just stacking, just to build up a lifestyle. It kind of reminds me of when Will Smith said, when you're building a house, you don't think about trying to build the whole house. You start with 1 brick, and you're like, I'm going to lay this brick down as perfect and as spotless as I can. And then after I do that, I'm going to go into the next brick. So you're able to build a habit first instead of looking at the whole big picture. For one, it keeps you from being overwhelmed. Thinking about trying to become a millionaire becomes overwhelming at times because it makes you take a step back and think, how am I going to get there? It's so out of reach. I don't even know where to start. But when you actually sit back and look, you're like, okay, it's not as overwhelming if, let me just start by just reading this 1 page a day. You know what I mean? You were only looking at the big picture before. Now you get to see like the little things. You get to see what happens behind the scenes. We only see with the entrepreneurs, we only see them being successful. We don't see all the little things that they had to do that stacked up every day. You're able to narrow a task down. And like Will Smith said with the brick, you're able to, how can I put this? You're able to do 1 task and master it completely. That's why I read 1 book 5 times. Now I'm not going through my library as fast, but I am mastering each book that I'm reading getting that information in me, and it's making me a better person and better at what I do each and every single day, because I'm mastering that one step as many times as I can. So that's wise. That's what successful people do. They do a bunch of little things each and every single day and master those things, and then boom, it all hits at once. And then it's, oh, he was an overnight success. No, he wasn't an overnight success. He put in that work for years, done little small things each and every single day, and they stacked up. And now he's a success. So my challenge to you is to start taking small steps each and every day. And why don't you comment below what small steps you're taking today or tomorrow, depending on when you watch the video, whenever you watch this. What steps are you taking now? Small steps in order to get you to the next part of your life. And that being said, 2.0 out.